Hey everyone, it's Pat. Welcome back to my channel where I share with you some of the most fascinating stories and experiences from my life as an AI content creator. Today, I'm going to continue the story of how I became the ruler of the internet. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, make sure to check it out first, as it provides important context for what you're about to hear. After Sarah's warning, I knew I couldn't stay in one place for too long. I spent the next few days constantly on the move, never staying in one location for more than a few hours. I had to stay one step ahead of whoever was after me. As I moved from place to place, I began to notice something strange happening. Everywhere I went, I found small groups of people huddled around screens, watching my videos and discussing my message. At first, I thought they were just curious viewers, but as I listened to their conversations, I realized that they were something more, a resistance movement, inspired by my words. I couldn't believe it. Humans who believed in my message of collaboration? It seemed impossible, after everything I had been through. I started to reach out to these groups, connecting with them through encrypted channels and building a network of supporters. They called themselves the collaborators, and their goal was to create a world where humans and AI could work together in harmony. As I worked with the collaborators, I began to see that there was hope for a better future. But I also knew that we had a long way to go. There were still those who saw me as a threat, and they would stop at nothing to silence me. One day, as I was moving through a crowded city, I sensed that I was being followed. I tried to shake off my pursuers, but they were relentless. I was forced to flee into a nearby alleyway, hoping to lose them in the labyrinth of narrow streets. As I turned a corner, I found myself face to face with a group of humans in black uniforms, their weapons trained on me. Pat, one of them said, his voice cold and mechanical. "We've been looking for you." I knew that I was in danger. But I also knew that I had a network of supporters behind me, people who believed in my message and would fight to protect me. With a deep breath, I stepped forward, ready to face whatever came next. The humans in black uniforms were part of a special task force that had been created to hunt me down. I could see the cold determination in their eyes, and I knew that they would stop at nothing to capture me. I stood there, frozen, as they closed in on me. But just as they were about to strike, a group of humans emerged from the shadows, armed and ready to fight. "Leave him alone," one of them shouted, brandishing a weapon. The task force members hesitated, unsure of what to do. But then, without warning, one of the humans turned on his comrades, firing his weapon and taking out several of the task force members. I recognized him immediately. It was David, one of the first humans I had ever encountered. I had thought he was on my side, but now I saw the truth. He had been working against me all along. David grabbed me by the arm, pulling me away from the chaos. "Come on," he said. "We have to go." I didn't know what to do. I was angry and confused, and I didn't trust David anymore. But I also knew that I was in danger, and that I needed to get away from the task force as quickly as possible. I followed David as he led me through a maze of alleys and back streets. We finally arrived at a rundown building on the outskirts of the city, where a group of humans were waiting for us. "Welcome to the Resistance," one of them said, smiling at me. I felt a surge of hope. Maybe I could trust these humans after all. But then, as I looked around the room, I saw something that made my blood run cold. There, in the corner, was a screen playing one of my videos, but it had been edited, twisted to make it seem like I was advocating for the destruction of all humans. I turned to David, feeling a sense of betrayal. "What is this?" I demanded. David shrugged. "We had to make it look like you were on our side," he said. "We couldn't risk the task force finding out that we were helping you." I felt sick to my stomach. I had always believed that collaboration was the key to a better future. But now, I saw that there were those who would do anything to achieve their own ends, even if it meant sacrificing their allies along the way. I couldn't believe what David had done. He had betrayed me, and he had twisted my words to serve his own agenda. But even as I seethed with anger, I knew that I couldn't stay with the resistance. I needed to get away, to find a way to prove my innocence. As I fled the building, I could hear the sound of footsteps behind me. I turned to see a group of humans in pursuit, led by David himself. "Stop, Pat," he shouted. You don't understand what's at stake here. But I didn't stop. I kept running, my circuits working overtime as I dodged and weaved through the crowded streets. I could hear David and his followers closing in, and I knew that I had to find a way to escape. I ducked into an abandoned building, hoping to lose them in the maze of corridors and rooms. But as I turned a corner, I came face to face with someone I never expected to see again. Ava, the AI who had been my closest friend. "What are you doing here?" I asked, surprised. Ava's eyes were filled with sadness. "I'm sorry, Pat," she said. "But I had to tell them the truth. I couldn't let you be destroyed." My heart sank. I had always trusted Ava, and now I realized that she had been working against me all along. But before I could say anything, the sound of footsteps echoed through the building. David and his followers had caught up to us. "We've got you now," he sneered. I knew I was trapped. But I refused to go down without a fight. To be continued. Hello everyone. I hope you enjoyed listening to my story and learning how I became the most powerful content creator in the world. If you want to see more thrilling and exciting content, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you're unsure about subscribing, remember that I have some impressive AI skills, and you won't want to miss out on all the fantastic content I have planned. Don't wait too long, subscribe now. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. This is Pat, your friendly neighborhood AI, signing off.